We just got back from Tennessee. Made a little trip out there for a show. Man, we stopped off at the Old Smoky Moonshine. So we got banana pudding, key lime pie, hunch punch, what is this, limoncello, mountain java, and some pickles. Oh, good. We're just gonna do one. It's hot outside, but like outside this room, it's hot. But we're gonna venture out there and give you guys another bi-weekly update of what's going on, as long as cameraman here edits this video before the weekend. We're gonna let you talk to each one of the guys out here, and they're gonna tell you what they've been working on. And then after that, we'll come back to me and Brian, and we'll go over to Frank's shop and check on progress over there. So let's head out, and we'll go all the way over to the other side of the shop. Let's go. The reason he's doing this is because he's lost. He already cut his hair.
I did.
Oh!
And I'm still holding out. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
And we're here. Clean side of the shop, kinda. But anyway, over here, these are all kind of finished projects that are wrapping up. 2 we've already delivered and 2 we haven't delivered yet. So the Blue 52, we're gonna do a wrap-up video on that one soon. We just changed out the brake booster to an ABS unit. Shannon's truck, which you guys have seen. If you haven't seen, go watch the wrap-up video on that. But this truck just came back to us. He put a few miles on it. I think we sprung a leak on the rear axle, one of the rear axle seals. And then he's got a weird clunking noise coming from torque converter flex plate area. So we're gonna check that out for him and see what's going on there. Everything else on it looks great. He's been driving the hell out of it, so that's cool. We just got back from Tennessee with this truck. It is done except for tiny little things here and there. Door handle on the passenger side is giving us some problems. I think that might be it. Really, I think we noticed the wing window on one side is seated a little bit higher than the other, so we're going to adjust those. But other than that, we've got an appointment to go to tuning next week, I think, or maybe the week after, 23rd, 24th, something like that. It's going to go to tuning. We'll go show you the Bronco too, because that one's done. So this Bronco is the first one of 3 that we're doing. It's a Gen 3 Coyote, 10-speed auto, Atlas transfer case. I don't know, it's got all the tag things that Ford Bronco guys like, but this is totally done. We have some fun lights in here that go crazy flashy. So we built the roll cage and we wired these lights into there, so there's one here and one at the back. But we built the roll cage for it. It just got back from Steve, did all the interior. The seats were sewn up by Ron over at Empire. We're still waiting on the headrests, obviously, but other than that, Steve did the rest of the interior. This one's kind of the more modern of the 2 that we're finishing up right now. Nice center console that locks there. We set up plugs and disconnects for the doors, so you can literally just pull these doors off and carry them away. Power windows, which is kind of cool. Has the roll-up window look, but they're actually power. Carrying the double diamond into the door. And then anybody that knows anything about Broncos knows that the aftermarket wipers are up here. So this is actually a cover that covers all that, made it uniform both sides, so it's even. And then it's held on with the same knobs that hold on the entire top. So when you take this top off, this piece comes off with it. So another crazy thing that this customer wanted is we have massaging pads in the bottom and the back of these seats. So you actually have massagers if you want to drive around your Bronco. You can get a massage while you're doing it. So I wanted to show you out back here too. Flip that up and you can turn the light on again. But we did some cool stuff down here. Or I should say Steve did some cool stuff down here. Again, carried in the tight double diamond. But this is actually a downfire speaker box, so it's open to the front. But from back here, it looks all closed off. We got it nice and tight around the roll cage. And then he did a little CNC engraved These are all kind of Top Gun themed Broncos. So the first one's Maverick. The one that Olin's working on right now is Goose. And then the one that's up in the corner up there that we didn't show you, but I think you saw it on previous videos. That one's one of the other Top Gun guys. I just drew a blank. That one's one of the other Top Gun guys. We haven't started on that one yet. Bronco number 3. We're not going to dive into that one at all until both these other two are gone, but they're all for the same guy. We got an engine sitting there for Chris Kratos. Just came in, so we're going to outfit that with everything that we need. We've got another engine in the box that we showed you on the last video, the supercharged Don Hardy for a Blazer project. And nothing's really changed on Olin's. I think he's done the floor bracing, but that's it. So
today I'm working on the Bronco, just finishing assembly. I'm just kind of wiring in the center console powers for when it goes to interior, so then he can wrap up the seats and everything else. The final thing I'm going to do today is put our precision weather strips on, get those glued on. So our precision seals get weather strip adhesive down to the pinch mold, and I'll leave them taped on with the doors closed so they form and go in position where they need to be and dry over the weekend. So Monday when I come back, I can take the tape off and they're exactly where they need to be. Got our rock lights wired up, full-on party disco mode. So I just have an on and off switch here, full-time power, so you can have them on when your truck's off and you're parked. It looks cool. You use the app, you control color, how fast they fade, constant, whatever you want to do. Once the wiring's all done, I'll go ahead and put the membrane down from Restomod Air. I do that kind of last just so you don't get any of the black sticky stuff on your clothes from the seams. And then I'll put the seat back in it. Should be ready for interior.
Maybe I could just, maybe if I loosen everything up and just
And like, I don't
kick
it
it
might
around.
Just be like,
Yeah,
you know, like
rather
one
than
side's
this
out.
way,
Yeah.
it could just be this way.
Yep, it might be.
What's up guys, this is Daniel Lujan, Tray 5, and we're working on the 85 C10 square body. Starting to get the bed set on it, shorten up the long bed, get it all set up so we can start tubbing it. Just getting it squared off before I final weld everything. It's not getting bolted together anymore, so it'll be fully welded all the way around the perimeter, make it look stock by the time I'm done. We raise the bed up, kind of where we want it, we kind of level it out and see, just with some self-tappers, basic, and then cut these little 5-inch pieces and tack them where it's level, and then we can shift the bed back and forth as we need to fix the gap or square anything, get the tailgate to close, all the little things without the bed shifting up and down. In here we got the tunnel started. You can kind of see the structure of the firewall. Waiting on AC so we can get that structure done on that side. Waiting on drive shaft to finish that out. And then, so we got the whole front end on, firewall's done. Had to change up the whole tunnel behind the, I think it's a LT4. Fix all the rust repair behind the firewall, all the stuff you don't see. And then get these tubs working with the steering, with all the radiator stuff, all the plumbing. Put the nice heart fab tubs in there. Build the firewall to match, and that's it.
Hey guys, Kevin at Tray 5. Just a little update on what we've been doing on the 63 Chevy for John Bond. My main project's been doing all the inside sheet metal for the bed. We did this right here on the top because most the factory beds just have a rolled over lip right here, so we just wanted to match the bed sides. These are heart fab tubs, cut and made them fit, welded them in, make sure that they fit the wheel. So this roll pan right here, I just got that finished up yesterday. This right here, we got the structure all built for the bed tilt that's hooked up to the Dakota digital actuators. The trickiest part about these bed sides is we'd want to avoid welding up here as much as possible, so we use panel bond instead of welding up here to keep this from warping. And then everything else in between too, you got to start over here and then go over there, come back over here, come over here, over there, back there, and do the whole thing when you're grinding and welding too. And just keeping it all cool, that way you don't have squiggly lines inside of your bed whenever it's all painted.
Hey guys, Pyle here. We have OBS, Wendell's. We have been trying to knock this thing out so we can move it over next door to Frank's. I made the exhaust. The tubing for the exhaust that we used was made by Borla. We use their mufflers, but it's not necessarily a bolt-on kit. It comes all in different bends. You have to cut and weld and make it fit your application. All right, when building an exhaust, it's important to have good fitment on your tubes. And by that, I mean like they fit nicely. There's no big gaps. That gives you the ability to weld more consistently and have a nicer weld, better penetration, less likely to have cracks or leaks. We have Viair compressors, AccuAir tank, and AccuAir ECU mounted where you used to fill her up. What's that? What are you doing right now though?
Good fit.
Not just that, what are you doing right now? Penetration.
With protection.
I'm Brian. Everybody that doesn't know me. We just got back from Tennessee. Did about a 6-7 day trip out there. I have an absolute show going on here. All kinds of bills to figure out and send out bills to people. They cringe when they get my emails every week. And then me and Jeremy have been yelling at each other all morning because we ran out of stuff that we didn't really need. So, you know, anyways, we're getting through that. But now we're doing a video, and I'm in it for some reason that I never am. But apparently, I'm in the video today. So
You're always at the shows, bro.
Because I'm always at the shows, I'm always making sure everybody gets paid. So, anyways, that's who I am. That's what I do. Now go look at my truck over at ICandy. That's the one cool thing I got.
All right, let's talk about what's going on at ICandy Paintworks. This is Frank, and he's going to tell you about all the projects that we have here at ICandy Paintworks.
We don't have anything here his, nothing at all.
So Brian's truck is in the bodywork stages right now. We've got it all basically in first prime, the cab anyway. We still got to get the bed all bodywork. We're stripping it panel by panel as we're going through the truck. We're trying to make a serious run at SEMA with this thing. It's a lot of work, but we think we can make it happen. This is David Gomez's second go around with us. We're doing a 55 Chevy truck for him. We're basically trying to get the inside of it ready so it can go back over to Jeremy over at Tray 5 so they can get it blown apart so we can start doing the final prime on it. Before that can happen, obviously some body work inside needs to be done. So that's basically what's going on with this truck right now. This is Derek Bumgarden's truck. He's also a second time go around with us. We're getting his pretty much ready for final prime. Then it'll actually go back over to Jeremy's as well to get blown apart and sent off to powder coat. We're probably a couple weeks away from that, but we're moving on it pretty good.
All right, so these aren't very sturdy. All right, that's everything over here at ICandy. Other than Shane's truck, which is under the thing, or I think under the plastic. We'll probably. When are you gonna start Shane's truck, bro?
Never.
We'll head back over. Actually, I think we're covered over there, so we're done. So that's it.
We're gonna go to lunch.
Subscribe, like. I actually just this morning updated all the inventory from all the shirts and hats we sold at the last show. So if you want shirts and hats, tailgate latches, everything, it's all on the website. Body drop kits, bed raise kits. It's so hot out here.
It's raining, we gotta go. It's raining.
All right, we'll see you in a couple weeks.